Hey YouTube, welcome back to Along for the Ride, and it is November 9th and we're having our first snowfall, and it's supposed to be pretty substantial. So I gotta say, I'd really be enjoying a heated steering wheel right about now because this truck doesn't have that and the new Tesla does. So as you heard in the last video, we ordered a Tesla, and we actually ordered the Tesla way back on September 12th. At that point, still hadn't made a decision about the Bronco versus the Tesla, but they were struggling to get a Bronco that I wanted and nobody was willing to trade. So I thought, in Ontario, Canada anyways, when you order a Tesla, it's a $250 deposit. And I figured for 250 bucks, I'm gonna order it, get myself in the queue, and if worse comes to worse, I'll just decline the order and lose $250. But it was kind of $250 of insurance to make sure I had a vehicle at the end of the lease of this truck. I thought I'd share with you a little bit about my process and what it took to kind of order a Tesla. It's definitely a different process. There are no real dealerships for a Tesla. They do have service centers or buildings and personnel, but it's not really a dealership. So the one in Kitchener here in Canada, Ontario, has like 3 loaner cars that you can test drive, and those were the ones I had overnight, but it's not really a dealership. And so to order your Tesla, you can go there and order it that way, or you can order it online, and if you order it online, and even if you order it through them, everything else happens through the app. So it's a really easy, kind of convenient process actually, for, negotiating back and forth with a salesperson or that sort of thing. The price that's there is the price you pay. What I did was I actually ended up ordering mine online at home, and September 12th came around. For whatever reason, I just felt compelled to order it and maybe rush the process a little bit. So the first thing you want to do before you order a Tesla is make sure if you've got somebody that you know that has one, they probably have a referral code. And if you use their referral code, not only do you get the benefit of 3 months of full self-driving for free, here in Ontario that's the perk, but they also get the benefit of $350 worth of money towards whatever they want in terms of Tesla accessories, Tesla vehicle, that kind of thing. So the more your referral gets used once you own a vehicle, the more money you make, and then the more money you have to do other things. So interesting enough, I watched a video on YouTube from James. He's a person in the States. He ended up buying a brand new Rivian R1S, all on referral fees. He just paid the taxes, so I thought it was kind of interesting. A little bit of controversy from some people around whether or not that should be allowed or whether or not that's a benefit, but he's been making videos for 10 years and providing a lot of information to the EV market around it. And if people are willing to use his referral code and willing to give him that benefit, then I see no reason why he can't go about and do that. So I'll be posting my referral code in my videos once I get my Tesla. Feel free to use it if you want, by all means. There's no pressure there. I'm just going to post it. It's there if you want it, but it'll get you the 3 months of full self-driving for free, and then I'll get a kickback as well. So that's number one, what you want to do. The second thing you want to do is take advantage of any discounts that you can. So I'm a teacher, and if you go into, it's kind of hidden, but if you go in and play with the financing options and look at the more detailed aspect of it, there's actually a teacher discount. So I was able to save $1,000 off the cost of my Tesla because I'm a teacher. There's also a military discount as well there that you can access if you're part of the military. Probably about the same, I'm not sure, I don't really know. So those are things you want to do before you even start with the ordering process. And then everything can be done online. You can configure your vehicle, order it, pay the 250 bucks, and then you're good to go. And then the advantage is then you download the app to your phone, and everything else can be done through the phone in terms of notifications, timelines, that sort of thing, even uploading your financial information, which was really, really simple. I was shocked because I didn't have any past dealings with Tesla. I mean, I've had some really good dealings with the Ford dealership that I deal with, and I don't do a lot of paperwork around finances or approval. But literally they asked me who I worked for, how long I worked there, how much money I made. And then I was told that it could take some time for the financing to be approved. Well, I walked away to get a drink and a snack, came back, and the financing was done. So it was all said and done that way. You can upload all your banking information for payments through the app. Everything is done through that. So when I ordered mine on September 12th, my actual delivery date was October, November, which was perfect. I figured even if it's early November, it's still a little ahead of when the truck lease is done, but I thought no big deal. I can always take the truck back early or deal with just parking it and driving the Tesla. So that worked out well. That was there for a while. And then on September 27th, I got a notification saying that the delivery status of my vehicle had changed. I was pretty excited. Didn't pay much attention to it. I was at friend's place, thought I would look earlier. Here goes a nice Rivian R1T. That's ideally the electric vehicle I would like to drive, but just way too costly right now. Twice the cost of the Model Y. Great vehicle. I love the truck. It's a smaller form factor, but just too costly. So anyways, getting back to that, on the 27th of September, I got a notification that my delivery had changed. Wasn't sure what that was all about. Wasn't too concerned about it. And then not 2 hours later, while we were still at my friend's place, got another notification that I had to schedule my delivery. And I was a little confused, a little bit taken back. So I checked the app, and they actually had a vehicle for me that I could have picked up on September 27th to September 30th. I was a bit of a panic mode. It was like, I don't need it now. It's way too early. How come it's coming so fast? So I called the dealership the next day and just chatted with some of the service people there. And they just suggested that I put a hold on it because I didn't want it that early. You can either put a hold on it, or you can disassociate yourself from that VIN number, which is probably what I should have done. But I put a hold on it anyways. Put a hold on it for about 5 days. It was a 2-week hold, but I cut it off early, thinking, you know what, I'm kind of panicking. Let's just get this process going. It's been long enough. So I took the hold off. And then I had a new delivery date of end of November 10th to November 24th or something like that, which was still pretty good. I was like, perfect, that works out well. That was on the app for a couple days, and that disappeared, and I got a VIN number. So I was pretty excited, thinking, okay, that's great. I got a VIN number now. Now the vehicle actually exists in some way, shape, or form. So that's good too. But then a couple days later, a new delivery date was attached to it, and it was December 19th to 23rd. I was like, what the heck? I can't be without a vehicle from November 24th to December 19th. What am I going to do here? So again, called the dealership, if you want to call it, talked to some people there just to figure out what I could do, find out if they had a loan program. I thought if I have to rent a vehicle, I might as well drive a Tesla and get used to it before I pick up my own. They didn't have anything, and they just suggested that regardless of when you get one, take delivery of it for sure, even if it's early. Right now the shipments were struggling to kind of get here. Things have been held up, and that's why they were delayed. So I was like, okay, I can make that work. I got lots of colleagues that go my way to work. My son has a vehicle at home, and he works from home 2 days a week, so I think I can make this work for a while. I was going to save money if I didn't have a vehicle that I had to pay for a month, so that was a great idea. And I just left it, and when you put it out to the world and you kind of leave things alone, things get better. I now have a delivery date of November 29th to December 4th, which is perfect. Just a week after the truck ends, and I will have my Tesla. Got a notification just the other day that it is actually in Canada, and I should have it within the month. So it is here in the country, which is exciting, and I am looking so forward to getting it and picking it up and switching vehicles. I think I'm definitely going to miss some things about this truck. I'm going to do that in another video probably and talk about that. Definitely the opening sunroof, I think, is something I'm absolutely going to miss. It's nice that the Tesla has the glass roof, and it'll always kind of be like this. I haven't bought a sunshade for it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to need it or not, so I'm not rushing on that. I have bought some accessories already, and we'll talk about that in the next video as well. But that's kind of the ordering process. So number one, make sure you've got somebody. If you know somebody who's got a Tesla, get their referral code. It's a little bit of a benefit for you, and it's a great benefit for them. I have to apologize to my buddy Eric because I was just rushing to do the order for whatever reason, totally forgot about his referral code and didn't use it. It would have benefited him more than it benefited me. I mean, the self-driving is kind of cool. I am looking forward to it and probably going to subscribe to it for the summer because there's some key features in the self-driving that I think will come in real handy with when I'm on my own with the Sea-Doo. But having it would have been fun for 3 months, but no big deal. But I do feel bad for not getting him the benefit that he could have had. So get that referral, check the discounts if you're a teacher or military, and definitely download the app because that's the easiest way to track your order and know what's going on with your order. Anyways, that's the scoop for ordering in Canada, Ontario. There's not a lot of that information out there. The one other thing that you have to be aware of is when you order your Tesla and it finally does come up for delivery, you have to go to Etobicoke to pick it up. It doesn't get delivered to Kitchener or whatever your dealership is. You have to go to Etobicoke and pick it up. You need to get there somehow because you'll be driving the vehicle back. So you somebody's got to drive you or take public transit or that sort of thing. So that is the one other piece that was a bit of a surprise to me. I wasn't sure how that worked. Maybe I just didn't do enough research. But there's not a lot of Canadian content on there around the Tesla Model Y. So that's going to be my hope here with my series, is to do a little more actual Canadian content with the Model Y and how it all works. It's going to be an interesting comparison and change between the truck and the Model Y. So I'll be sharing that with you as well. But so stay tuned, subscribe if you'd like to, click on that notification bell if you want to, and we'll just keep producing videos around the Tesla. We'll definitely do a video on the pickup and delivery piece. There's some unique ones on YouTube already from the States. People even have checklists. It's kind of an interesting, I don't know if you've done your research on Teslas, but there's an interesting community out there and the way they treat their vehicles and that kind of thing. Kind of getting sucked into it a bit, I'll be honest with you. I've never PPF'd a vehicle before, but thinking that I'd like to do that with this one. And maybe it's because I'm buying it and white on it versus leasing it. So I want it to stay looking good for as long as possible. That could be why. But yeah, it's definitely, check some of those videos out. Maybe I'll throw some links in the description below and just see what people are doing when they're picking up their Tesla and how they're taking care of it. But looking forward to the switch to EV. I've already spent $400 on gas since that September 27th one that I sent back. So this has cost me a little bit more than I expected it to cost me in terms of driving. I'm like 1,900 kilometers over my limit at this point. It'll be more once I send it back, so I could be paying for that. That's certainly something that's all on my own. It's not anything to do with the vehicle or anything to do with the Tesla. It's just something that's happened through the driving of this vehicle. I really don't understand it because this vehicle seems to go through kilometers a lot quicker than any other vehicle I've had. The oil change sticker on here says 52,000 kilometers or January 1st. And we are November 9th and I'm almost there. And that's kind of been the story, the entire story with this truck, as opposed to the other ones. But that's what I know. That's the process. I hope you enjoyed this video, maybe learned something. If you're thinking Tesla and want to reach out, throw the questions in the comments below, and we'll get back to you for sure. So enjoy the snow, and maybe we'll get some sunshine this week. But winter is on its way, so get used to that. This is Greg Sinty saying, see ya. Enjoy the ride.
And we'll see you.
Damn.